Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Niche, a genetic survival game. And in the last episode, it has been extremely tough for poor Drake down here. He just wants a little family of vampires, and that does not seem to be the case. Every time he has a child, his child comes out with some weird genetics from Rare. I feel like it might be from Rare because he feels like his bloodline is completely pure, and that Rare might be what be causing the problem. But she doesn't have that trait in her system. She has both poison fangs, which is why he's so stumped about why this child is coming out, or his children keep coming out with weird genetics. It'd be kind of cool if they can continue muting genetics so we can ever play around with that later on, but he is extremely not happy about that. Next thing you know, we're gonna get the Cracker John shit like that in this up in this bitch. But anywho, so yeah, that is gonna be the situation with this little family over here. So let's get started. So yeah, Drake is not having it right now. He is extremely frustrated with Rare over here. He's like, Rare, what is wrong with you? Why are you giving me these such bad babies? I just want some vampire babies, and she honestly doesn't understand what's going on either. It kind of seems like the god of war knows what possible Drake's future plans are for his little family of vampires, and he's gonna try to prevent that. Drake was kind of salty that he was not born the god of the Lord of Harvest, or Lord of War, I mean, and he was only born so yeah, he was born with his poison fangs, and he didn't have two claws like his father would have wanted, but instead he decided to become the Prince of Darkness, and because his little poison fangs kind of symbolizes that as a little vampire. So that's what he's kind of doing, and hopefully he's gonna try to grow his little clan of little vampires to hopefully take over the pack. That's what he wants, but we don't know how it is. Over here, the twins over here are still kind of having a hard time. Sal has been frozen twice as it is in his lifetime, and he is not having it, honestly. He's hoping that maybe more creatures will come over to him so he can keep huddled warm with someone else, but he doesn't know if that's going to be a possible future for himself. So honestly, right now, it's just been pretty cold for him. We'll try to keep an eye on him so hopefully he doesn't freeze to death, and I believe Messiana is going to be having her baby. Laco is going to be having her baby. Who else is going to be having a child? I think Rare will be having a child in the next kind of thing. But I guess it's time to start labeling our creatures alphas and omegas, because we are pretty low on food, and hopefully before we go on to the Hardmore Island we have some decent food, but for now we're gonna have to start labeling our creatures omegas and alphas. So Drake feels like he's an alpha because he is the head of this family. This family over here isn't really too much about omegas and alphas and stuff like that, so they are cool with sharing food equally. The queen, however, will be declaring herself alpha as usual, and so will Scout down here as well. She'll be considering herself an alpha, and so will Kratos over here. He will be an alpha as well. Usually everyone else will also be betas. Only the few ones that are omega is because a little Drake over here, the alpha, has declared his two children omegas because of their genetics. So yeah, poor Dove over here is sadly a little omega because of her father declaring her omega because her traits aren't what he wants. So poor little Dove over here is going to try moving on, hopefully in the next few turns. So let's see how this goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you serious? Like, this side of the island is just, being swarmed by these bad guys. Oh my goodness gracious. So Doug, might as well see if you can actually try to fight this guy off. How much hell? That did not do any good. So, Miss Yana, come over here. You are known to be a beast, and hopefully you can help take this guy out. But still, that isn't enough. I think hopefully Laco can come all the way over here and fight this guy up, and she can actually collect his meat, and maybe on the next turn collect up the last bit of roots that are in here. And I guess, wow. Did not know Derp actually produced a child with the different genetics. Is that what it says over here? Newborn baby has been born. So yeah, interesting. So let's name him Chuck. Chuck the Cracker Jaw. Chuck is, I guess, Missiana's last child and Derp's last and only child. Kind of interesting to see that he actually came out with the cracker jaw. Now let's see what his other genetics are. He has the medium body and he also has the swimming tail. Not honestly good traits, but hopefully that will I don't know, mess come out. And I guess, oh wow, wow, okay. Another child from Laco is not the greatest child. It's another blind baby. And so I guess this blind baby might come over here and help turn up stay warm if the winter continues to persist. But wow, that is a little something something right there. Did not expect that. I completely did not notice that Doug actually has the blindness trait, and I guess that might make Lily upset that if her child would have gotten the blindness trait, she'd have been pretty upset about that because she did not expect that either, because I really did not see that coming. But I guess even though she still has pretty much a good lifespan, not really. She might want to have a couple more babies with Doug before she passes on because I want to try to get some creatures with the trunk in their genetics and the digging pot in the genetics, so we can try to form the ultimate digging gathering line on honesty. And up here, I think it's pretty much it's still too cold for all these babies, and I feel like they're stopped. They're kind of stuck at. Um, it's kind of funny. I feel like the cold is kind of preserving uh their age, honestly, unless they're permanently stuck like that and this is a bug. They're kind of stuck as children, honestly, and it's kind of sad because there's like three birds in the sky, and if they're stuck at one gem, they're gonna have to be protected constantly because they can't really go anywhere. Anyway, so I guess Gilla has her first gem, or I guess half a gem. She can start moving down the way, and I guess Rare is gonna try to jump back into this nest and hope for the best because it seems like anything she does, anytime she breeds, or anytime she has a baby, it's not what Drake wants, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of weird. Poor little Dove is gonna continue on trying to make her journey down the way so she can try to meet up to Sal and Tuna over here, so that she can, I guess, try to find a family that will keep her, safe and stuff like that. Yeah, Sal and Tuna can't really mate because, yeah. And Ivory over here, I guess he's gonna try to continue on trying to um, gather up some nuts as much as he can. And also, so is Tato, because they still think there's a food shortage. They're gonna try to make as much food as possible. So yeah, pretty much this is pretty much their life right now, and they're actually pretty content with that. So Ivory's yeah, small little family over here. So I guess our main concern is trying to get Gilla to follow her sister Dove all the way down to Sal and Tuna over here. Not too concerned about. We're still concerned about breeding because there's still not enough food for all these creatures. We'll see how that goes. And I'm a little concerned that these two creatures. I'm never playing in the mountain biome before, so we're not sure if the cold can stunt growth, or this is completely a bug. We'll see how that goes. Maybe there's not enough room for them because they're in one. Oh, I think I see something. We'll move one child down here and one child right here. Maybe they can't grow because they're in the same quartz and two creatures can't be in the same quartz. Maybe that's why they're not growing. That might be the problem. So we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna move Lavora out of the spot with her from her sister, and hopefully they start growing. That's kind of weird. It's kind of funny. It's almost I kind of like she had like a long time as a child. It's kind of interesting, honestly. So I think uh Lily, I think I don't know. I feel like Lily's of content with her one child for now, and she'll see if she wants more children in the future. But I guess the only people we could really be concerned about is um Rare. Uh, should we chance it? I don't know. How have her children been with the? So he has the big body, and she also has the big body. But it's really weird to see that she's not been able to produce a child with poison fangs. Let's do that. Let's put poison fangs in their column over here. Let's put that right here, and let's actually put the big body down here as well. And hopefully, and I mean hopefully, they can produce at least one poison baby, and maybe Drake won't be so upset. He might even banish off his own mate because how furious he is at the moment. So let's hope that she produces at least one child before Drake gets a little too upset. So let's see how this goes. There we go. God bless America, or God bless this new area. So, oh my gosh, her name is complete opposite of her mother. Instead of Rare, it's Ira. Ira, the first child of Drake, a first vampire child, sadly does not have the big body, but at least has the poison fangs, and he's honestly very happy with this. And now he is not going to banish off his own mate, but he will be banishing off Gilla to follow her sister's path to a new world. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. They're gonna have to book it because I cannot fight this creature. They're gonna have to run. They're gonna have to make a run for it because I can't fight this. It's a bit too strong for me. And so, thankfully, this a path for Gilla is opened up. But this is not a good thing because this is a balance bear. The first time we've actually seen this creature. But sadly, it's going to kill us. And hopefully, poor little Gilla does not get completely defenseless. It's the first time we've actually seen any of the new creatures. And I did not want to stick around because it lives on for like almost forever. I think it lives up to 90 days, and we don't have 90 days like that. So we're going to try to scooch on a little this way. I guess hopefully the balance bear doesn't know about us just yet. And finally, Dove has catched up with her new family, Saul and Tuna, so she can actually live happily with them. But she's telling them to be careful because she heard from another group that there's a balance bear out there. Though these two might be very interested, they might be very cautious about the situation because even though they have the claws to fight off this bear can live off for a very long time. And I guess even though Gilla doesn't really like her father too much, she will warn her mother off in the distance that there is a balance bear in the area to please be on the watch, that your child might be in danger. So everyone is a bit on high alert right now. So there is the first time they have ever seen another creature like this. They have heard of tales about the gathering line meeting against a bunch of really tough creatures, but they have never themselves ever actually meet a harsh creature. And now we have Lavora, who is finally old enough to start making her way down this area. She's finally old enough, and she finally got her second gem. But I guess Ram, I guess we should start naming them different names. So I guess we can name her Celeste. I think I was gonna have oh. Celeste. I don't know how to spell Celeste, but that's how Celeste's name is gonna be spelled. So yeah, Celeste is gonna help try to make her way down the mountain with Lavore to go to the new little vampire clan down here. Though they don't know about the dangers that they're possibly walking into, because the balance spirit is in this general area and we don't exactly know where he is. I mean, we can try to sniff him out, try to hear him, so we can actually hear him. So hopefully little Gilla can move out of the way as soon as she can. But honestly, I don't know what else we should do. I think we could just try to move on to the next turn and see what's up. Let's hopefully nothing horrible happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's watch this pack over here, because this pack is honestly kind of concerning. Actually, we gotta make sure before we leave if anyone else doesn't have any more turns to go. Actually, we have plenty of turns over here. So I guess Lago can come over here. She will have a child with another child with Doug, and she shall take. She'll try to do as much as she can to try to have a child. Messiana, you are going to, I guess, kind of chill with the queen over here, because it's gonna be your kind of final days, and you want to spend some time with your child, Chuck. You're gonna tell Chuck how she's gonna tell Chuck all about her father and how she met him and how he was always fascinated by her, and that his duty for the harvesting queen is to collect as much acorns as he possibly can. Though I guess he might even go down that line if he can. So we're trying to move him towards closer to this pack over here so he can start collecting up acorns, and I guess kind of be a friend of turnip over here. Even though I think Chuck could even help collect up some clams if the times get any more tough than it already is. So I guess I didn't even know there's a berry bush behind him. Okay, interesting. So yeah, they're gonna try to collect as much materials as they possibly can, and let's check on this baby right here. So this baby is just born. This animal is cold and has reduced energy. So yeah, hopefully this baby doesn't freeze to death, but hopefully we can move this baby closer to a turnip as well, so she can watch over this child. So yeah, pretty interesting, honestly. So yeah, let's go back over here and watch this little group of creatures. See if the balanced bear might attack poor Gilla over here. Oh God, is there more eagles in our sky? Then we don't need and we don't need any more of that shit. Okay, so we're going to get Gilla to scram as fast as she can across this land because this poor child is kind of met against a creature that she has never seen, and this group has been told where the balance bear is, and they're gonna try to scram as fast as they can off into this new area so they can find a new place to kind of live. So yeah, they're not happy about the situation, but they're pretty much okay if they can continue finding bushes in the area. So they're gonna kind of they never really seen Gilla. They think she's kind of weird, which is why they're not kind of sticking with her. They're gonna move away as far as they can because they don't know how serious the situation is. And I guess these trio have been told about the situation, so I don't think they're gonna head that way. I think they're cool with sticking in this general direction. They might even try to find a bunny burrow off in the distance, so I guess that's what their mission is. And I guess, as usual, Dove is going to continue following them to keep them warm and to hopefully learn something new about fishing from Saul. Even though Saul knows nothing about fishing, she's just gonna stick with him because he has the unique fishing tail, which is a symbol of people who can actually fish. So yeah, so I guess hopefully little Gilla can get away from the situation. And I guess the family over here is extremely happy with what they have because now they have a child that is of the vampire line. Pretty good. And they don't know that there's a couple more followers coming down the mountain just for them. But obviously they don't know about the threat. So hopefully they can avoid that threat as much as possible. Let's see. We should get to move down this way. So yeah, little Wheat down here, he's lived his life pretty good, and he's happy that his daughter, or his not daughter, his sister did not get banished because he would have to, probably leave with her because he's not a favor of Drake either, but he is going to stick around the area because he loves his sister and he wants to make sure she's okay. He doesn't want to find out that his sister was banished because she didn't have perfect children that Drake has always wanted. Anyway, so we'll move Rare down here to watch over the child, and I guess we could have kept her in the nest to keep the nest warm for possible children in the future. And I guess Drake is satisfied, so he's a little scared to continue having babies. But for now, I guess he's gonna help try to collect as much food because he heard there's a food shortage, and the shit's gonna be real if they don't find food soon. Hopefully, there are some creatures around the area that have who can collect because we are pretty much low on food. I guess we can make this baby over here an omega as well because it's blind, and I guess we can also make the blind one over here. Let's see. Poor Beat will also be an omega because of her blind trait. So that just enough so we have possibility of having I don't know, just see how it is. So I guess this family can help collect up as much as they can. She's gonna say goodbye to her son, actually her son Chuck, and she's gonna continue to move towards the acorn tree so you can help little turnip over here collect as much acorns as she possibly can for the family because there's always food shortages because of this family, not because of this family, because this pack is just kind of big. Lako is going to have her child as soon as she can because like I said, she's going to be dying soon. And what the heck is this? No sir, I don't like you, fuck off. I do not like you. I like how he's trying to stick around us to try to keep warm. But you don't really have. I mean, yes, he is a man of the harvest, but he is still has some kind of rotten genetics. I mean, he's not rotten genetics. It's just that we just don't want him. We don't need him right now. We have plenty of people. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this dude. He's a little suspicious. Just coming out of the woodworks like that. So yeah. So I guess little turnip right here is going to show Crunch how to actually pick up some acorns, and he's going to take all in the knowledge that he possibly can. I guess Kuro over here is going to try and spend some time with his father over here, and also with his mother because I guess Lako is going to be coming at the end of her age, and so is Doug. So that's a little concerning, but he's going to spend some time before they pass on. They're going to try to teach him how to dig up roots as much as he can, even though sadly it's going to be kind of difficult for him, even though he's blind. He still has an amazing nose, so you can help smell out those roots that are underground. But honestly, I think that's it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you guys did, please hit the like button down below. All likes and comments are always much appreciated. And if you guys are new to my channel and like what you guys see, please consider subscribing so you guys can get updates as whenever I post any new episodes. Well, that being said, you guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, homies.